Lawyers Professional Corporation. It's my pleasure to talk to Mr. Jagmohan Singh Nanda. Welcome to our studio, sir.
Thank you so much for having me here.
So, Mr. Nanda, tell us a little bit more about your upbringing and education.
I was born in India about 41 years ago, approximately. And I was born in Ludhiana, it's a district in Punjab. And then I did most of my education in Amritsar and Chandigarh. Then I got called to the bar of Punjab and Haryana High Court, Chandigarh in 1996. And I practiced till 2001, and then I moved to Canada.
Okay. So, what inspired you to move to Canada? हमारे लिए तो lucky है, लेकिन
it's a combination of many things, I'll say, and it is a land of opportunities, and I think there are no borders in the world. We create it, so I think it's just part of this planet, and we create our own borders. That's it's India, it's Canada. So I thought world is a one community, and I thought this place has more opportunities, so I moved here.
Okay. Did you always know that you wanted to be a lawyer when you were growing up?
Yes. From high school, I knew I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to do something which can make difference to the society and your own life. So my parents were in government services, they were government officers, and I have seen how the government works and in India. And growing up, I realized that I need to do something which I can make difference, and at the time make money also, so you can have
That's
honestly.
True.
So my parents were honest officers, and I see how we struggled with financially because the resources are limited. They tried their best and they gave their best, and we had our best. But I realized that I want to do something which can make difference to community, and you can have a very good life. So I thought law could be a profession in high school which can make difference to your own life and others' life.
And then, like you said, आपने कुछ साल India में भी काम किया as a lawyer. What was your experience like there? Like, did you deal with the common people, or were you more involved with corporate people?
As a new lawyer, you always start with the common people, and I did start with common people. I was, God's grace, I was very successful, and I did a lot for common people. I practiced at Chandigarh High Court, and in the judicial system, the High Court is a very important component because you can seek relief from High Court on many issues. And I had a very content experience helping people and achieving success. And the system does work, I've seen it. So its method doesn't work. If we have a proper method, it does work, and I've seen it working.
Okay. Now, India में poverty तो ज़्यादा है. Like, in terms of helping the common people, did you have some leeway with fees? Like, I just had to know.
Yeah, as a new lawyer, you always get the clients who have less money and more needs. And that's a time when you start practice, and then that's how you start practice. जिनके पास पैसे कम होते हैं वही आपके पास आते हैं. Those who have a lot of money, they go to the senior lawyers. And that's the time.
लेकिन उनकी दुआ ज़्यादा मिलती है आपको.
Yes, and sometimes you don't get fees also helping somebody. But that gives you an opportunity to work on critical cases and more complex cases with no fee or less fee, and you can really prove yourself and learn a lot.
Very well said. तो वहाँ आपने practice किया, and then you told us about that side. और फिर आप Canada में आए.
Yes.
Do you find any difference in practicing law there and here?
Yes, it's basically common law in both jurisdictions. The basics are same, but the method is totally different. Like anything else, like you take medicine, you take anything else. They are similar bases, but the whole method is different. So it's all totally different here.
तो यहाँ पर आप क्या कर रहे हैं? Again, dealing with the common people, corporate, क्या कर रहे हैं?
Our firm deals with everyone, so from a layman to common man to corporates. So everybody is our client. That's how we build our practice. We are in touch with common man. We are a common man's lawyer, and we are also corporate's lawyers because they're also common man. Like they're called.
Everybody is equal.
Everybody is equal. They have more money, but everybody is common man unless they have some different influence. So we are a common man's lawyer.
Like I said, we are lucky कि आप Canada में आए, and we were just referring to your corporation, and in fact it's one of the largest ones in Ontario as a law firm, started by an immigrant. Hats off to you. And we are talking about again the Nanda and Associate Lawyers Professional Corporation, and we want to find out more about it. लेकिन उससे पहले लेते हैं एक छोटा सा break. Spotlight में फिर से आपका स्वागत है. We are talking to Mr. Jagmohan Singh Nanda, the founding principal of Nanda and Associate Lawyers Professional Corporation. So, Mr. Nanda, we were talking about the corporation. लेकिन उससे पहले, I'm quite inspired by the fact that you had a degree from India in law. You brought it over to Canada and made it work for you. Tell us, because there's a lot of immigrants who come over with degrees from their home country and are struggling to get into the system here. So tell us a little bit about your journey, about how you became part of mainstream.
When people come here like me, and they have this, most of us, when they come when people come here from India or other countries and they have their own degrees from home, and I've seen them getting frustrated, and they still talk to me. They say, "Oh, I have this degree," and they do not recognize it, and have to study again. See, we chose this place, and we have to go by rules which are here.
Yes.
And when we choose to come here, we have to go by their law and their standards. And it's very right for them to re-educate you, because things are different. I know the bases are same, but the methods are different, and there are technicalities which are different, and there are a lot of ethics which they use here which are not prevalent in other countries, even in India. Even law, we have a lot of ethics which you have to follow. So it's very important to retrain, and it's good for the person who is here, because then you can compete with others who are already here. If you do not get retrained, you will be lacking in skills, and you'll suffer a whole life. So it's better to upgrade your skills. And second, you have to think that when you land here, you're not a doctor for them, you're not a lawyer for them, you are just an immigrant for them. And then you have to become a lawyer, and you have to become a doctor by going through your challenges and skills and education and prove that you're a doctor. When I landed, everybody has troubles. I have gone through that. Luckily, mine were short with blessings of parents or
Humble. Very humble.
I did go to factory. I went to a plastic factory and never done a factory work, and it was tough.
Wow.
And I did a lot of telemarketing like new immigrants, and got fired from all of the telemarketing jobs within 1 week, or some people tolerated me for 3 days, and I couldn't achieve the sales. I couldn't cheat people on the phone, so I had to, I couldn't mislead. I couldn't sell on the phone, and the telemarketing was very prevalent at that time. Right now, there are laws not to do it. When I got fired from all the jobs like that, and I always had a focus to go back to law. Money was not important. I wanted to, and I got lucky. I got break in working with other lawyers, and that's how I upgraded my skills, and I studied at the same time. I went to my first day. I went to factory, and I had a supervisor, and I was a lawyer from High Court. I just landed a few days ago, and a few months ago, and short of money because I paid my fees. So I went to the factory studying this incident. The supervisor came. He was not very educated, young guy. Told me to clean the floor and pick up all the garbage and put in a bin. I said, that's fine. So I pick up all the things on the floor, put in the bin, and said, throw it in the garbage bin. So there's an old cardboard box which I had used, and I threw the box, and he came in. He said, where is the box? I said, threw it. He said, I didn't tell you to throw the box. Bring it back. So I went, I'm a lawyer. I said, for him, I'm not a lawyer. I'm his employee, and he's treating me as an employee, and that's fine. It's fair.
I love it. You let go of any ego that we tend
because
to have.
I felt that if I'm a lawyer, I should be back practicing in High Court. I chose to leave and come here and upgrade myself for a chosen place. Let's go by the rules here. So I did what he wanted to do, because he was my employer, my supervisor at that time. So you have to go through all that, and you shouldn't lose your focus. So I always kept my focus that this is just a stopgap. I have to move on, and I moved on. And within 2 years of landing, I was called to the bar. I did my all exams. I did bar. I did articling. I started my own practice within 2 years. So we all go through that, and we should be open to that. And we chose this place, so let's upgrade. Let's not feel it is as a hindrance or as an obstacle. It's an opportunity to learn more, opportunity to go through the new courses, opportunity to upgrade your skills, and you should be happy to do it, and do it happily, and it'll pass quickly, and you will also succeed. If you crib and you cry, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor back home, and I have to do again. No,
it doesn't get you anywhere.
It get you anywhere.
I love the fact that you kept your eye on the target.
Yes.
And it was not like a straight path up there, but you persisted, worked hard.